We welcome you to the great scene at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 22
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Third-year man Will Anderson in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
They'll try it now with Pacheco, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. talk about the moves, spinning out of that tackle, turning it into a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On a second down throw for Stroud. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here comes 3rd and 6. On the drop, it's Marks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Deep to return, it's Nico Remigio. That's taken on this side of midfield. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to keep it himself. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. There he goes again. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And he'll be taken down. Do we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal?
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a 3-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
Left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll get some of the yardage back, but now work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd and goal. Mahomes. He'll try and get there. And he's in! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Kirk is the motion man. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll go again with Marks. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That is Trent McDuffie that time. Not usually a big sack man, but getting the job done there.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Oh, and he is deep-leaded on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Nico Remigio, they bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play fake. Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man down. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot, see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Wide on the RPO, and this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Hunt will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. Schultz, the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a big-time play for Houston. 33 yards.
First down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Throwing is Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 4th down, Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Back to throw, Stroud. This one is caught by Kirk. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding a hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This from 30 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are back within 4 at 14-10.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Brown. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and the first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Over the middle, it's Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining. in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
Guys, dig deep.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Mahomes now to throw again. He keeps it himself, and he will slide at the end, give him about 5, and now it's third down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. It's 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Texans offense going to take over just before the half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Now, Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Texans.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. First and 10. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here. Third and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
Crowd to throw here on first and 10. Now, screen set up for Marks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 13-yard line.
We'll come to the line now on second and 2. Out of the gun, they'll run with Marks. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get about 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 38 now, here's second and 5. Mahomes quickly out to right. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Begin with a zone read, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. On a second down throw for Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 6. Kirk is the motion man. On play action, Stroud. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And the Texans
14 on the pickup. First down for Houston.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass. And that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one complete to Higgins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will tie this game at 24.
24-24.
So back to level after the touchdown. It's time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 10. Now, Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 3rd and 7. Patrick to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and got a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown Chiefs. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Texans 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get back to work.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Moving left, he's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Carry now for Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. In motion now, it's Collins. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Texans first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stroud to throw. And he gets that one complete to Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Marks. And not much success to be found here. Maybe a yard. We'll get it to the 35.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
14 more yards.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Marks trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
One more time, it's Marks. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Texans. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball.
That ties the game, 31-31.
all even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with first down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco.
So anytime you're trying to defend one of these bigger backs in the league, Mike, the key you're going to hear every defensive coach preach is we've got to get penetration and we've got to stop his feet before he hits the line of scrimmage. If these backs are able to get a full head of steam downhill at or past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be broken tackles, there's going to be yards after contact, and that's what we saw here.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 5. To throw is Mahomes. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
Here now, third and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Texans are going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Texans offense ready to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here is second and 7. Now Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 18 yards on the connection. First down for Houston. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Texans first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
That one out wide for Marcus. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
34-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
To throw is Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6. And the Texans first down.
Going to set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
He'll run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Kirk is the motion man. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big. Forcing fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, good night from Kansas City.